Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing good and I hope you are ready for the midweek dose of Champions League action because Madridistas, we have some fascinating matches today. Man City will take on PSG in a high profile encounter. It should be a great match to watch, especially seeing the talent that both the sides have. We also have Atletico Madrid playing AC Milan, which is also going to grab the interest of many football fans around the world. And it is kind of sad that all these matches will be played around the same time frame, but obviously our main interest lies at the Santiago Bernabeu, where Real Madrid will take on Sheriff Tiraspol in the second match of the group stage. On the face of it, you would expect Madrid to go top of the table at the end of the night, but what threat Sheriff Tiraspol possess, we shall see in this match preview video. We'll also go through the words of Carlo ANcelotti from the pre-match press conference, and in the process, we'll also discuss some Real Madrid transfer news. There have been some rumors in the media about a potential swoop for a right back, so we'll discuss all of that. And let's get started. And starting by having a look at the opposition, Sheriff Tiraspol, they made history by becoming the first ever Moldovan club to qualify for the Champions League. This is going to be the biggest match in the history of the club, and coming into the match, they have had some fine results in the past three matches, where they beat Floresti 4-0 and Dinamo Auto 7-0. To the surprise of many, they also beat Shakhtar Donetsk in the first match day of the Champions League. And yes, there's definitely going to be a gulf in class between Real Madrid and Sheriff, but seeing the results that Sheriff have got recently, they will be in a pretty good mood heading into the game. They would be having a decent level of confidence, and it would be interesting to see what approach the Sheriff coach takes in this game. Will they come with the mindset to sit back and try and get a draw against the mighty Los Blancos, or will they have the mindset to attack Madrid, because they also would be having this knowledge that defensively a team can expose Madrid a few times, and if they are disciplined enough, they surely create some decent chances. But having said that, it will be a monumental task for Sheriff to get any points out of this match. But coming to the formation of Sheriff, the manager Yeri Venidab should set up in the 4-3-3 formation. In the midfield, we should see Edmond Addo, who should play the role of a defensive midfielder. He will be a crucial part of the team, helping out the defense against the Real Madrid attack. He would be accompanied by Sebastian Thiel and Dimitris Kolovos in the midfield, and in attack, the trio of Janssen, Castaneda and Adama Traore should lead the attack for Sheriff. And coming to Real Madrid, this, as you see, is the squad list for the game, and we have Toni Kroos back in the side, which is fabulous news for Real Madrid. It is likely that he'll come off the bench as he's returning from a lengthy injury spell. It would also be interesting to see if ANcelotti decides to go for a few rotations and hand some players some rest. But considering that this is the Champions League, and considering that Real Madrid give high importance to the competition, we may see ANcelotti fielding a strong side and attempt to take an early lead in the group. But coming to the latest news about Real Madrid potentially signing a new right back, according to the information of Ojogo, Real Madrid are keeping an eye on the 22-year-old young Spanish international Pedro Porro. He is currently on loan from Man City and is playing in the Portuguese league with Sporting Portugal. Sporting do have the option to buy him for a sum of 8.5 million euros, so it is likely that Real Madrid will have to negotiate with Sporting for the player. But apart from Porro, there are also some rumors suggesting that Real Madrid are also keeping an eye on João Cancelo of Man City and Youssef Aitol of OGC Nice. And about these rumors, we haven't seen any concrete links yet, but if anything gets serious, we shall do the player analysis on the channel very soon. Moving on, let's hear what the coach had to say in the pre-match press conference. Ancelotti spoke about the fullback position and the difference with his side and Zinedine Zidane's Madrid. But firstly, while previewing the match, Ancelotti assessed the opposition as he said, "We have to prepare properly for every Champions League game. We are really looking forward to returning to the Bernabeu because we have really fond memories of this competition." Sheriff did well in the playoff against Dinamo in the first match. They are not a very well-known side, but they are very well organized, and we are going to have to be fully focused because we need the 3 points to put us in a good position in the group. Then Ancelotti was asked about the problem he was facing in the fullback position without Carvajal and Mendy, and Ancelotti explained why he has excluded Lucas Vaques from the lineup despite Carvajal's injury. He said, "We've had some issues at the back with the injuries to Mendy, Marcelo, Carvajal and Nacho. We've changed the positions on some occasions, and that changes things in tactical terms. Sometimes, when we've played with an out-and-out winger like Rodrigo, you don't need your fullback to push up as much and just need them to remain in their position. This may have affected the position of Lucas, who hasn't played at fullback as much and more as a winger like he did against Inter. If I need a fullback who will push on, I think Lucas is our best option." And speaking on this, Lucas hasn't really been convincing in recent times, but currently we only have one player in that position who can do a decent job. But what we need to see here is the form Lucas had in the previous season with Zinedine Zidane. If you remember, he did pretty well in the El Clasico and the Champions League before his injury ruled him out for the season, and I can understand that Ancelotti may be tempted to use Nacho due to the fact that he'll be defensively better than Vaques in that position, but an informed Lucas Vaques should do a decent job attacking wise and defensively, and let's hope Ancelotti can somehow boost the confidence of Vaques and find a way to get the best out of him. Moving on, Ancelotti was also asked how different his side is from Zinedine Zidane's team. He said, "It's difficult to say because I have got players who have changed a little. I don't like to compare this team with Zizou's side, but Zizou did things to the best of his ability. He won the Champions League 3 times in a row, and I'd like to win another one." And obviously there are big differences between this side and the side we had 4 years ago. Under Zinedine Zidane, we had players in the peak of the past. We had phenomenal midfielders, sensational goal scorers who were in the prime of their career, but under Ancelotti, this Real Madrid is in the rebuild phase. Some new players have come in who will take their time to show the best football they have to offer, and in the meanwhile, we have to be patient and hope that Madrid will do the best in every game. And lastly, Ancelotti was asked if it was easy or difficult to get 2 new centre-backs to work together. He responded, "It's more complicated, but Militao and Alaba are doing well with clean sheets against Villarreal, Betis and Inter. The problem arose at fullbacks, but it's a collective commitment. They have to get used to playing together, and they have started well." So that concludes the press conference of Carlo ANcelotti, and let's conclude this video by doing the match predictions. In goal, there is a chance that we may see Andre Lunin against Sheriff, but I'll still go with the safe bet of playing Thibaut Courtois in between the sticks. In the backline, it does seem like Alaba and Militao will continue to have minutes and build the chemistry in the position, but we do have some doubts in the fullback position. Will we see Nacho or will we see Miguel Gutierrez in the left back position? If you personally ask me, I would go for the latter, and in the right back position, this does seem like the game where Lucas Vaques can be given a chance, because I do feel that Ancelotti would go with the 4-3-1-2 formation, and Vaques can be an important piece in providing width to the side. In the midfield, it is a bit difficult to predict who will occupy the 3 places. Will we see Camavinga getting a start again? Will we see Valverde get some rest, because he has played a lot of minutes till now in the season? Or will we see one of the veterans, Modric or Casemiro, getting benched? And here, my prediction is Camavinga playing as a defensive midfielder, with Modric on the left and Valverde on the right. And finally coming to the attack, this has to be the game where Eden Hazard starts, because if that doesn't happen, you will have to question where Eden Hazard's Real Madrid career is going. He hasn't made a huge impact till now, and in the past 5 games, he hasn't been in the starting 11, so I do think this will be the game where Ancelotti will use Hazard in the number 10 role, and in front of him, we should see the duo of Vinicius Jr. and Karim Benzema leading the attack for Madrid. So this, as you see, is my predicted lineup, and as for the scoreline prediction, I predict Real Madrid 3, Sheriff 0. We are top of the group in La Liga, and now we would like to top the group in the Champions League as well. So come on, let's get some goals, and let's have an enjoyable night of football. And that is all I have here. Do let me know how you're feeling ahead of the game, and how many goals are you predicting tonight. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid, and as always, a la Madrid.